Hi everyone, in this video we are going to talk about the future of cars and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a technology that allows computers to learn from data and make decisions based on that data. In recent years, artificial intelligence has been used in self-driving cars to make them safer and more efficient. One of the main advantages of self-driving cars is safety. With the help of artificial intelligence, self-driving cars can detect obstacles on the road and avoid collisions. In addition, self-driving cars can reduce the number of accidents on the roads, as they do not depend on the driver's skill. Another advantage of self-driving cars is that they can reduce traffic in cities as they can communicate with each other and choose the most efficient routes. Despite the advantages of self-driving cars, there are also some disadvantages. One of the main disadvantages is the cost. Self-driving cars are much more expensive than conventional cars. Furthermore, self-driving cars can pose a threat to people's privacy as they collect a lot of data about users. Finally, self-driving cars are still not perfect and may have system failures. Artificial intelligence is being used to improve car safety in many ways. Self-driving cars are equipped with sensors and cameras that allow them to detect obstacles in the road and avoid collisions. Furthermore, machine learning algorithms allow self-driving cars to learn from their mistakes and improve their performance over time. Self-driving car technology also has the potential to revolutionize the passenger and freight transport industry. With the development of self-driving taxis and self-driving trucks, it may be possible to drastically reduce transport costs and make it more accessible for people across the world. This could have a significant impact on the global economy. However, the introduction of self-driving cars into the transportation industry could have significant consequences for jobs. Taxi and truck drivers could lose their jobs as self-driving cars become more popular. It's important to think of ways to help these people find new jobs and adapt to change. Self-driving car technology could also have a significant impact on the insurance industry. As self-driving cars become safer, insurers may have to rethink their business strategies. For example, insurers may have to reduce insurance premiums for self-driving cars, as there is less risk of accidents. In addition, insurers may need to develop new products and services to meet the needs of self-driving car owners. Regulatory challenges. The development of self-driving cars raises a number of regulatory challenges. For example, who will be liable in the event of an accident involving a self-driving car? Will it be the manufacturer, the software developer, or the user? These are just some of the questions that policymakers will need to address. Ethical concerns. Self-driving cars also raise ethical concerns. For example, how should a self-driving car be programmed to make decisions in the event of an unavoidable accident? Should it prioritize the safety of the passenger or the safety of pedestrians? These are difficult ethical questions that will need to be addressed. Data privacy and security. Self-driving cars collect a vast amount of data about users, including their driving habits, location, and personal information. This data needs to be protected to ensure users' privacy is maintained, and the risk of hacking and cyber attacks needs to be minimized. Infrastructure requirements. As self-driving cars become more widespread, infrastructure requirements will need to be considered. For example, how will self-driving cars be charged, and where will charging stations be located? How will road networks need to be adapted to accommodate self-driving cars? User acceptance. Ultimately, the success of self-driving cars will depend on user acceptance. Many people may be hesitant to give up control of their cars, and it will take time for people to get used to the idea of self-driving cars on the road. Manufacturers will need to work on building trust with consumers and addressing concerns about safety and reliability. Overall, the future of self-driving cars and artificial intelligence is exciting, but it is also complex and raises many challenges that need to be addressed. By working together, policymakers, manufacturers, and consumers can help ensure that self-driving cars are developed and deployed in a responsible and safe manner. For autonomous cars to become a reality, it is necessary to invest in infrastructure. It is necessary to develop advanced communication systems that allow self-driving cars to communicate with each other and with road infrastructure. In addition, it is necessary to develop advanced energy systems that allow self-driving cars to be powered by clean and renewable energy sources. Finally, it's important to think about the social and cultural impact of self-driving cars. Technology can have significant consequences for how we relate to each other and how we live our lives. For example, the advent of self-driving cars could change the way we think about car ownership and urban mobility. It can also change the way we plan our cities and communities. In summary, self-driving car technology has the potential to change the world in many ways. However, there are many issues to be resolved before this technology can become a reality. It is important to think of ways to ensure that technology is used for the good of society as a whole and that all people are able to benefit from it. Self-driving cars can also have a positive impact on the environment. As they are more fuel efficient than conventional cars, they can help reduce air pollution. Additionally, self-driving car technology is being used in food delivery trials in some cities around the world. These trials are being carried out to assess how the technology can be used to improve food delivery efficiency. In the future, self-driving car technology has the potential to change our lives in many ways. They can make our roads safer and more efficient and reduce vehicles' environmental impact. In addition, they can be used to improve public transport and reduce road congestion. However, there are still many open questions about how this technology will be used in the future. For example, how will autonomous vehicles be regulated? How will the interaction between autonomous vehicles and conventional vehicles be? How will the privacy of users be? What will the cybersecurity of vehicles look like? Hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions or suggestions for a topic for an upcoming video, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.